What's going on, everybody? Ryan here, and I've had a lot of questions about the bike that I'll be riding in the Adirondack Trail Ride later this week. So I figured I'd go over the bike, the gear, and everything else that you need to know. The Adirondack Trail Ride is a 575-ish mile bike ride, or race, however you want to do it, bikepacking event around the Adirondack Park in upstate New York. It encompasses pretty much every section of the park and climbs over 50,000 feet over the entire length of this bikepacking journey. There's around 200-ish miles of pavement, another 200-ish of dirt roads, gravel roads, and the remainder is trails such as snowmobile trails, hiking trails, biking trails, and the like. Starting out with a Salsa Timberjack frame with a RockShox fork. The bike's rolling on a set of 29-inch wheels. We've got the Continental Cross Kings on here, 29 by 2.3s, running them tubeless, probably around 25, probably more like 30 PSI because of all the extra weight I'll be lugging around. With that, I am bringing one extra tube, I think, maybe two extra tubes. I haven't decided yet, but with my patch kit and my plug kit, one might be good. The Cross King might be a little aggressive. I'd rather err on the side of caution for the trail sections because the trails are extremely rugged in the Adirondacks and there's going to be a lot of very tough sections. So personally, I'd rather go a little bit slower on the pavement to ensure that I could have a good ride in the dirt. Let's start up front. I have the Salsa Anything Cradle with the Salsa 15-liter dry bag. We'll just unpack it as we go. On top of it, you can see that I've got a Rilo with just a standard visor clip. It's my 360 camera I'll be using to take some picture or some video along the way. Pretty easy to undo. It's just two buckles. Inside of the 15-liter dry bag from Salsa, I have my bag of electronics. In here, I have the Petzl reactive lighting in case I run out of bike light. This is the Swift RL. Goes up to 900 lumens, I believe, so it's super bright. I also have the Petzl Bindi, which is just an ultra lightweight headlamp. Kind of going to be my extra lamp in case something happens. I have the Night Rider Lumina 1100 Boost. This thing's super bright as well. To go along with that, I have the Lumina 950 Boost. And as you can see, I have one mount here. I also have one mount on the Giro helmet. Right like that. Have a phone charging case. I also have a wall outlet to double USB with two micro USBs and one lightning connector to charge my phone. My iPhone, also going to double as my GPS for this ride. I also have a med kit. I did parse down a little bit from what it came with. It's got all the basic things in it, like ibuprofen, some band-aids, some Neosporin, medical tape, other stuff like that. I also included, apparently there's a safety pin, and I added water purifying tablets in case I cannot use my filter for any reason. Vest. This is, if I can get it, there it is, vest. Pretty lightweight, it's kind of a thin fleece for the mornings and evenings. Part of my sleep system is the 40 Below booties. I'll be using these in conjunction with two other things that I'll show you in a little while. Here we go. Outdoor Research rain jacket. Outdoor Research Alpine Bivy. This is a Gore-Tex 4-season bivy sack. As you can see, it is fairly small. It rolls up to about the diameter of a Nalgene bottle, and this isn't a Nalgene, but you get the picture. And I believe it's about 19 ounces, so it's not too bad. Patagonia midweight Calpoline, long sleeve layer. And then I also have a pair of Pearl Izumi leg warmers and arm warmers. That's everything in there. As you can see, it all stuffs in pretty nicely. This thing has a ton of room in it. I have plenty of extra space in case I want to lug extra food or anything else. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to bring the vest yet. I'm recording this Tuesday before the race, so I have 3 days until the start. And as of now, the lows during this race are low to mid 40s, and the highs are probably going to be in the 70s. So the vest may or may not be necessary. I'm going to make a game day decision on that, I'm sure. Next little bag is this Blackburn water bottle sack, feed bag as they like to call it. Got a water bottle in it, holds a 16-ounce bottle pretty nicely. It's got some little pockets on the side for gels or whatnot. As I mentioned, I've got this lamp here, not charged right now, and I've also got my Garmin watch here, and I have my GPS route downloaded on that as well. In addition, up front, I got a little lock. I don't think I'll need the lock at any point, but if I happen to go into a restaurant and for whatever reason I think I should lock the bike up, I will. Inside this front bag, the gas tank, I've got my navigation. I've got my phone and the spare phone, which I both have the Gaia app on it, already downloaded with the Adirondack Trail Ride 2020 route, as well as some additional waypoint notes that I put in. Got the map right there. Whoop. Also inside of here, I've got some earbuds, a couple snacks, everybody's favorite accessory for 2020, and a Goal Zero power brick, 7,800 milliamp hours, should be good. I might bring along a second one for 5,000, but I haven't decided yet. Okay. As you can see, I have a water bottle down here as well, another 16 ounce. So I have a total of about 1 liter in water bottles. And then in the salsa frame bag, this is a regular salsa frame bag. I think it's around 11 liters. It's made specifically for the extra large timberjack frame. So it fits really well. It's got a bungee here in case I want to attach the vest or the rain jacket, anything else here. Depending on what the temperature is going to be in the day, I can choose to do that. And in the frame bag, I have all the heavy stuff. I've got tools, I've got food, and I've got more water. So, got some beef jerky in there. I've got a 2-liter Camelback. TP. Ziploc freezer bag full of energy foods. This is mostly honey stinger waffles, blocks, hydration tablets, stuff like that. Oops. More snacks. And even more snacks. Now, I'm bringing a ton of snacks because the first leg of the race is 70 miles. I've heard it's the hardest part of the race. I have no idea. But first leg 70 miles, so I know I need quite a few calories, but I also wanted to bring extra of the stuff that I know I can easily digest and things that I use often. So that's why I have so much honey stinger products. I use them a lot. And I got a bag of tools here. So, tools. Crank Brothers M19 multi-tool, patch kit, lighter, 2 tire levers, tire plugs, chain link, and a couple random Allen keys because sometimes the small Allen key is easier to use. In the small side pocket of the salsa frame bag, got some hydration tabs, toothbrush and toothpaste, 3 packets of chain lube. Got some buttonhole chamois cream, 2 packs of that, because you know you're going to need that on your butt for 580 miles. I've also got some cleanup wipes from A-Bus, because if I can't jump in a river or stream or lake that one day, it'd be nice to clean up a little bit. I think I'm going to be able to swim every day, but you never know. And then I've got the Sawyer water filter, because there's water all over the Adirondacks, hence the swimming. But since I can only carry 3 liters of water at a time, and there is up to about 140-ish miles between towns, and convenience type stores, grocery stores, gas stations, things like that, I'm bringing a water filter along with the bag that can connect to it and a syringe so I can backflow it to clean out the filter inside of this. I'll use this in conjunction with the water purifying tabs if I need them for whatever reason, but ideally most of the time I'm just going to rely on this versus the water tabs. Last section is the seat bag. So I went with the homemade cheaper route. I used an 8-liter Outdoor Research compressible dry bag and some about 20 feet of 4mm cord to tie it. And it doesn't move. It's really sturdy. So, although it's a little bit of a pain in the ass to take off, it's really sturdy. So I think I'll be fairly happy with that. And I also have the Spot GPS tracker, so you can find me on trackleaders.com. And that's how they kind of run this race. Take this thing off. It comes off pretty easy. I kept some extra cord in case something happens. Inside the dry bag, we've got a pair of thin gloves, fleece hat, Mountain Hardwear Ghost Whisper, I think it's called, 800 fill or 850 fill down. It's crazy lightweight. And then synthetic insulated rab pants. So no sleeping bag here. I'm using these 2 things combined with those 40 below booties in here and the Outdoor Research bivy sack for the sleep system. My shoes are the Pearl Izumi X Project Pros double boa closure, along with a pretty, I would say it's a semi-rigid sole. You can still flex it a little bit, but it's carbon. It's got plenty of traction for the hike-a-bikes and the hiking that's involved in this. It's a pretty comfortable shoe. It should be good for this. Not your typical racing shoe, but I like it. Giro helmet with the mount for the light. Simple enough. The half-finger gloves from Pearl Izumi. And I've got Smith Pivy Lock Arena sunglasses. This one, along with the light pink lens, should be good for most of the race. So that's it. If you have any questions on any of this gear or how this stuff works, let me know. I will also be doing an after the race gear review on some of this stuff to get more depth and more detail on it. And that's it. That's what I'm bringing on the Adirondack Trail Ride 2020.